Okay, everyone, hello. My name is Haley Brewer, and I am doing a literacy narrative presentation for Mr. Blansett. This is July 20th, 2020. We're just going to begin. Communication. I speak a lot about communication in my paper mainly because that is the topic, and mostly because communication is the key in the nursing field. There is no way possible if you do not document properly that the doctor is going to understand clearly what are you telling him to do, or the symptoms wrong with the patient. Communication is just very important in nursing and in the medical field. It is known that a doctor has amputated the wrong leg because a nurse or a doctor has documented the wrong way. The start of it all. So my grandma is an extraordinary person and nurse. She was a CNA for years. She's the one who basically introduced nursing to her family, which was my mother and her sister. And my mother and her sister introduced it to their families. And so that's how we kind of got into the nursing field. And then my grandma speaks on being the light in the world. She always told me that when I was a little girl, but I never really understood what that meant. But be the light is just a symbol or a beacon of hope. Like when someone is at their lowest and you see a nurse or someone who is just there and they can help, that is the light in someone's world. And I understood that as I got older, and the nursing program, they actually use that symbol as a symbol. And so I just understood it more as I growed up and just was in the nursing field more. So we're going to continue. Family. So these are my grandparents and my sisters. So family makes everything better for me. I could never go to a college that was far away from home because I had to be with my family. My family, we do everything together. We study together. We go out together. We are all trying to be in the nursing field, so we all talk about it. We all talk about our goals, our plans, our expectations, and we always push each other. Choosing my career. I knew that I wanted to be a nurse before I even graduated high school. My family, I just watched how my family worked together. I watched how my mom got up and went to work every day, and how everyone just bragged on how great she was, and I wanted to be that great as well. My biggest supporter would be my mother. So my mother is the person I rely on the most. She is the best person in the world to me. She has been a RN for 10 years, and she just went back and got her BSN. So she's like my biggest role model. I look up to her, and I want to be just like her. And my sponsors. So my sisters and my brothers are who just keep me going when I feel like giving up. And I do the same as well, because we are going to school for something that's really tough, and you really have to apply yourself. And I feel like we need that push in each other's life. A father's love. In my paper, I just speak on how my father, he just, he pays for all my school. I don't receive financial aid, but my father is my best friend, and I love the way he makes my mother feel like he cares so much about what we want in our life, and he's going to be the main person who makes sure we get there. Because if we tell him we want something, he's going to make sure that he's going to get us there. And I appreciate him so much for that. He's always stood by me and stood by my dreams and stood by my mama and my sister and my brothers. So my goal, of course, is to get my bachelor's in nursing. This is really a milestone for me. Receiving my bachelor's in science would just be a big, big milestone. I've worked so hard to get there. That's just where I want to be. I know that's what I want to do, and I know I'll do my best at it. I just really, really, really hope that I can achieve my goals in the time frame that I want to achieve my goals. So in about another 2 years is where I want to be graduating with my BSN. And I'm gonna just move forward to my future plans. I will be the best nurse I can be. As for my future, I do plan on finishing up at BCC, which is my summer classes. And then I will be a transfer student to UNCP. I plan on finishing my BSNs there, and I would only have 2 more years to complete. And I'm going to continue working at my job at the hospital. I'm actually a CNA and secretary on the 4th floor, and I really enjoy it, and I always want to keep my foot in the door so I can be able to have the experience, and when I get my BSN, I for sure have a job, and I for sure have the experience to be able to get the job that I want. And thank you guys for listening to my presentation. Thank you, Mr. Blansett, for having me in your class.